What if I told you that the secret to unleashing your front-wheel drive car's full potential lies within a few simple rules? So hopefully by now you have learned and implemented all of the basic techniques I've already given you. Now today we're going to take those principles and apply them to our driving when using a front-wheel drive car. These cars are very simple and predictable, so making the transition will be seamless. The golden rule for front-wheel drive is deceptively simple. Always drive as if you're on tarmac. This approach might seem one-dimensional, but the magic lies within its effectiveness. Before we go into the technical side of front-wheel drive cars, it is crucial we understand why these cars behave differently from the other drivetrains. When we apply power to those front wheels, the weight of the car shifts towards the back. This might not sound like a big deal, but it reduces the grip on the front wheels, affecting your ability to take corners smoothly. So, as before, using the car's weight to initiate turns and slides is a must to get the most out of front-wheel drive cars. But attempting to slide a front-wheel drive car isn't a walk in the park. When you are pushing the steering hard, you will just understeer into a tree. The reason? Your front wheels are pulling the vehicle, not pushing it. Understanding this fundamental difference is the first step to mastering the art of driving these cars. To initiate a slide in a front-wheel drive car, you can't solely rely on throttle inputs. Unlike other drivetrains, front-wheel drive won't let you maintain a slide through throttle inputs alone. Instead, you need to initiate slides through braking or shifting the car's weight. If you start to lose the rear, then hit the throttle to bring the car back out of its snap oversteer. Taking a corner at speed requires you enter the turn at a correct speed and maintain the balance from front to rear using brake and throttle inputs. It sounds complicated at first, but once you have done it a few times, it will become second nature while driving. While you can force a slide using the handbrake, it is essential to note that it won't have much effect. Why? Because you can't maintain it. The handbrake does have its moments, especially in tight corners where slowing down is inevitable. It allows you to reorientate your car before accelerating out of the turn, providing a strategic advantage in these certain situations. However, the handbrake has its limitations. These cars exhibit more of a boring behaviour compared to the other drivetrains. This doesn't necessarily make them easier to drive, but it does bring a level of predictability to your driving experience, making it simpler for drivers to judge and approach each corner consistently. Let's expel a common misconception. Front-wheel drive cars aren't inherently slower. On tarmac, they can hold their own and match the speed of other drivetrains. It's on loose surfaces where they face challenges due to not being able to get the rear to snap out as easily. However, understanding these limitations doesn't mean the front-wheel drive cars are any less competitive. In conclusion, mastering front-wheel drive boils down to a simple mantra. Drive everywhere like you're on tarmac, avoid unnecessary slides, and if it happens, use the throttle and counter steering to regain control. Front-wheel drive has its own unique charm, and while it may not be the go-to for sliding, it has its strengths that can make it just as fast as other drivetrains. Like what you've been watching? Then you can support the channel by subscribing and leaving a like to help the video get seen by others. Let me know what you think of these techniques down below, and thanks for watching. But everything I've just told you in this video is completely useless unless you have the basics to go down with them, so go check out this video here.